Morning, everyone. Nick here from Comic Culture. Welcome to another episode of the Comic Book Look Ahead, an Ink and Insights production. We're going to be looking at October 2025. Of course, it wouldn't be the Comic Book Look Ahead without my buddy right here. We're going to bring him on stage right now. We have Eric from 9 Panel Grid. Eric, man, what's going on, dude? Good morning, man. How you been?
Good morning. Good morning. I'll let you know as soon as I'm actually awake. You know, I've been in this state for about 15 minutes here, so
I hear you.
comics will help though.
Hey, I gave you an out yesterday.
You did. That's true.
I always feel bad about that West Coast time difference over there, but glad to have you on here, dude. Hope you have a big day planned today, and yeah, we can get into that later if you want to. So, man,
Sure.
Always glad to see you. Thanks for coming on.
Of course, yeah. Glad to be here, man. A lot of comics to talk.
Absolutely. So, to get some of the regular things out of the way, you can follow along with us over at League of Comic Geeks. I do have a instructional video on my channel on the How to Get in the Comic Books Today playlist. So if you've never used League of Comic Geeks, you can swing over there, get yourself familiarized with the website. I'll walk you through all the basics over there, and you can check that out. Follow us along month to month. The other little bit of news right now is that we do have our newsletter out right now over at Patreon. So you have Ink and Insights newsletter at Patreon, totally free. We're going to be doing some other things with members later, trying to figure some stuff out, but it is a passion project for myself, Eric, and Stu, working on that. And God, we have so much fun. We have so much fun doing that things. Half the ideas we have, we brainstorm, and we probably won't even use, but we have so much fun.
Exactly.
Just putting stuff together. Eric's always sharing some stuff in the back chat. It's always a good time.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun getting designy with stuff, you know? Sometimes you gotta have that creative outlet.
Yeah, Canva just does that to you. I don't know. I'm going to leave this pinned at the top so you guys can check it out. And let's get into it. So if you are following along, go over to League of Comic Geeks, go over to the My Comics section on the left-hand side, go to your calendar, make sure you're at October 1st. It should default to that. We're going to filter out the variants and the annuals, and we're going to be doing the most pulled, because typically you have the more popular books towards the top, makes things go quicker than alphabetized. So we're going to kick it off right there. So I'll steal the top real quick and go through these. Absolute Superman issue number 12. What a great series. Brainiac is insane. I love the evolution of our character. It's awesome. It's gory. It's incredible. I love that book. And other than that, I'm not really excited about too many things across this top row. Maybe Batman 2, just out of curiosity for sure. Cool ending, I'd say. But it didn't blow me away, but it needs to build, I think. What are you thinking on this top row here?
I'm thinking it sounds like you're going through Batman fatigue. It's a real thing. It happens to all of us.
Yeah.
No, I'm digging that top row for the most part. Absolute Superman, I'm really excited for. Same experience with you. I think that some people either started really low on that book and then it's built as time has gone on, or you already started with it in a good place and it's still done the same exact thing. I read a really funny quote the other day though about the Absolute books, and it rings so true. Absolute Superman being tortured by a villain. Absolute Batman being tortured by a villain. Absolute Wonder Woman making friends in a maze. So,
I forget what animated movie it was, but it's like, it's like the protagonist walks up to the antagonist and it's just like, will you stop, and just boops it on the nose? You know what I mean? It's like that's what Absolute Wonder Woman feels like. It's like, we knock it off. Boop.
Yeah, exactly.
So serious.
we can all be good. It's like, yeah, okay.
We can all be good.
I believe it.
Yeah. I was raised in hell. What excuse do you have?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Batman, I'm more excited for. I feel like the longer I've sat with issue number 1, the more I've looked back and started to have a larger level of enjoyment for it. And I dug it the first go around too. So yeah. Batman's going to be good.
Plus you get this cool all red cover. That's awesome.
These variants are really, DC specifically has been doing a lot of cool things with variants.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, for sure. What about this, or I'll let you kick this one off.
Really cool of you to take row number 1 here. I got 2 books, and one of them I don't know what my feelings are going to be about. So Poison Ivy, I've been along for the ride since issue 16, thanks to Stu. And I've loved every single issue that we've gotten here. Really great writing, really great character building, I guess, for the character of Pamela. But Absolute Evil is dropping, and we know that that's going to be a big deal for the Absolute universe. All the villains are going to come together with their cabal. I've already heard rumors and inklings for some interviews that Scott Snyder's been doing about this, and I think the twist, right, the change that they would make on those characters teaming up is going to be pretty interesting.
That's a really good point. This one's not on my radar at all. I think you guys talked about this past week in some capacity.
Yeah, in passing more than anything, but
right. But it's not on my radar at all, dude. Yeah, thanks for reminding me that this was out. Yep.
Yeah, cool. It seems like this is going to be necessary to kind of continue if you're along for the ride for Absolute.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, for sure. And this is going to be a lighter week, most likely, because this past week was insane. So yeah, yeah, I'm with you. Absolute Evil is on my radar. None of the other ones really at this point. I've been dipping into Something's Killing Children just for certain covers, but it looks like I might have a break this month, which is totally fine with me. And then I bounce in and out of Poison Ivy every once in a while. So yeah, good call. All right, this one down here, I can't believe what I'm seeing. We have Rook Exodus #7.
It's back, baby. Crap. Yeah, that's exciting.
The critically acclaimed series returns. That's so great, man. I'm so excited. They had their retailer call a few weeks ago, and Jason Fabok was like, I can't describe how excited he is to get back into this world and be in the stores every month. He is just so excited to get back into the game here, and was very generous with his time and everything, and talked about the new arcs and where we're going to be going and things. So he's really excited. It's going to be an interesting take. Excited to get that one back. None of the other books are on my list. What about you?
Not too many more. Birds of Prey, I was really excited for. It finally drew me in because it was a Kelly Thompson book. And then just like Condon on Green Arrow, I start liking a book and they're like, we take it away from you now. It's been canceled. So I will stick around for the last couple issues and ride that wave, but it's a bummer. And I'm still in and out on Department of Truth. I haven't particularly liked this latest arc, but this is issue 0. And if you're a fan of Wizard Magazine from back in the day, you know that nothing hits like an issue 0 or a 1/2 issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll probably end up reading it begrudgingly.
That's funny. Yeah. Nothing else is on my radar. I'm really happy for Rook. Glad that's coming back. Excited for that one. Yeah, interior artwork is so great, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's the book to look for on that row.
I think the only other book nowadays that reminds me of the level of detail is Skinbreaker at this point. You know, there might be another one I'm just forgetting, but like Rook Exodus and Skinbreaker, if you love detailed interior artwork, amazing coloring on top of it, like those are the books for you if you're those guys with magnifying glasses analyzing every little speck, you know?
Yeah, dude, good call. The only other one I could think of, and it's only when he's on the book, would be Hyde Street with Yvonne Rios.
With Rios, oh my God! So yeah, good call, good call. He's got an anchor too, I believe, and they're doing that combo is amazing. Yeah, good call for sure.
You know what? Real quick before we go to this row here, you have it sorted by most pulled, right?
I think so.
Yeah, most pulled. So we were just on row 2,
and we have one book, one and a half.
Well, not only that, but Birds of Prey is on row 2 of most pulled, which means it's like the 6th most popular book, and it's getting canned. That's a thing to think about.
That's a thing to think about for sure.
Man,
it is week 1. It is week. I think I have like half a dozen books I'm fairly excited for.
Oh God. Okay.
So let's get through week 1, and then we can spend more time on the subsequent weeks, maybe.
Okay. I can make this row real easy for you.
Go for it.
Nada. Zero. Zip. Zilch.
I might try out Spider-Man Noir #1 since it's a short week. I don't know anything about this character outside of the Spider-Verse stuff, the movies and whatnot.
Yeah,
that's my only familiarity with it.
Yep, exactly. That's my only in line with that character as well. What is who's the creative team on it?
That's a good call. Oh, we got Eric. Oh, okay. We got Larson on it.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Where are those webs coming
from? Good call. Good call. Yeah. Okay. So he's going to add a layer of wit and humor and just weirdness that makes me interested in getting it. Okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah. I just became infinitely more excited to dive into that book if it's an extra one.
James, good morning, buddy. Thanks for coming in, as
Morning,
always.
sir.
Hope you got your coffee. Shout out the books you're looking forward to the most. Nothing up here for me. Spider-Man Noir is probably a book I might just grab on the fly.
Yep, exactly.
What about down here? What are you looking at?
Ooh, it's another one of those kind of rows, but I don't know about this Satanic Panic.
I know. I looked at it too. It looks.
Oh, Andrew McLean. Okay.
Andrew McLean, writer Daniel Warren Johnson. What is going on in this? Why are there 9 writers in this book? Hold on a second.
This has got to be like a
80-page anthology. Mm-hmm.
Those are your favorite, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This cover looks like Aaron Campbell in a way, but it's not.
Big time.
It's not Aaron Campbell. It's
Lee
Lee.
Urbano.
Yeah. Interesting.
Ooh. Is that a D-Dubs variant though?
Yeah, it's with what's his name?
Oh God, that's gross. Oh,
isn't that awesome?
Okay, that's really cool.
Satanic Panic. I mean, that okay. That might just be clever enough for me to try to check it out. $10 price point, 80 pages, 15,000 writers on it. Yeah. Okay.
All right. It's the Halloween season though.
Nothing across here for me. This is going to be quick. We might just end up doing a scroll.
I might. Well, no, they're already on issue 3. I was going to say I might check out Cheetah and Cheshire because I think it's written by Greg Rucka.
Greg Rucka, yeah.
Yeah, we're 3 issues in at this point. I don't think I'm going to play catch up on it, though. I was lying to myself. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, and this is a realm I just don't know anything about, and I don't know if it would resonate personally, so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Probably not worth it for me to check it out, but others for sure. Yep, nothing across here. Let's keep going. I'll steal this one. Rockefellers, issue number 9. I feel like I just need a button that I press. It just says the same thing every single month, which is like the story doesn't go anywhere. It's episodic. It's 9 issues in, and I don't know more than I knew back in issue 2, basically.
That's messed up.
I just keep reading it over and over and over, month after month. Usually because it's a shorter week when it comes out. So I'm like, why not? I've been along for an arc and a half already. So that's probably going to be the case again here, but nothing else really across the top. I did start Umbrella Academy when it came out with issue number 1, but I stopped. I didn't read issue number 2, and here's 3. Who cares? I'm not reading. I'm probably not going to catch up.
Yeah, there's too much of Umbrella Academy that I haven't read already. I can't dive in right now. It would be fair to the creative team to have some kind of assessment.
Yep. Okay. Anything else?
No, I dropped Rockefellers a long time ago. Not because of quality, but same thing. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Got it. Makes sense. All right. What about this row?
Ooh, Speed Racer and Captain Planet. It's the proposed row. I'm excited about both of those. They've been really fun. I think Speed Racer might inch it out just by a hair for me in regard to my enjoyment for between both of them. He's killing it. He's killing it on licensed properties. I think that these Space Ghost. What am I missing? There's even more. Isn't there another one? Oh, I'm thinking of Racer X, but that was Mark Russell. But yeah, he's doing really cool things, and you could tell it's not just through Dynamite because Mad Cave has Speed Racer. So
yeah,
kudos to David. He's doing some great work.
Yeah, between Space Ghost, Speed Racer, and Captain Planet, I don't know how he juggles all 3 books, but they all have the same tone to them, which is good because it's a good tone to have in these kinds of properties because it could get pretty kiddie and Hanna-Barbera-ish, and it's just like, nah, we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Mark Spears fans will be nice. We'll be glad to see Trick or Treat blind bags. That'll be interesting to see how many we get and how fast they move. That's pretty cool.
It's Mark Spears. They'll probably go like that.
Exactly. So you mentioned Gotham City Sirens being on row 2 and being like, that should tell you something. This has the same impact to me emotionally, but it's much further down.
Yep.
Kaya, issue number 30, being on row 6 or 7, which is heartbreaking to me.
Yeah, just a bit, because it's arguably the best book on stands. I'll keep saying that from the freaking rooftops, man.
Yeah.
Not only that, but this is the end of that particular arc, which has been maybe the most exciting arc so far.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's been a lot of character development, a lot of exciting things between the relationship of Kaya and Jin. I know I'm personally stoked for this issue because we get the colossal one shot right after that too, where we got all kinds of creators that are going to be on that sucker.
Yes. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, here this is I'm cheating. I'm looking ahead right now. Yeah.
That's cool. That's kind of like an homage to the cover that they had previously for that little one shot where she was with her pirate crew. Oh
Yep.
man.
Yep. Yeah. And we
Nice.
got a Juniba. Juniba is like a natural addition to Kaya, the artistic style, you know, and the coloring and everything.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a good call there. Yeah, Kaya, one of the best ones out. It's certainly an arc that has built up the longest. I can tell you that. I feel like no other arc
Yeah.
took this much time to get to where it's going, but it's always an enjoyable read. And I always say it's the perfect book for a collected edition. Sit down, issue to issue. It's not painful, but it always leaves you wanting more. And so you're always like, damn it, I just got that tiny hit. I wanted a big one, you know? So
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, you pre-ordered the blind bag. Yeah, man, that's good.
See?
Yeah, called Colossal Kaya. Yeah, exactly. And I
Oh,
think it's coming out in a little bit. I don't know if it's coming out. I have to double check my timeline, but I cannot wait for that one to come out. That's gonna be really great.
yeah, for sure.
What about this row?
Ooh, Culdeac. Culdeac is probably the only thing, and even that's a maybe, and not a maybe because I don't know if I want to read it, but because I don't know if my shop will get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they missed out on issue number 2, so I've been playing catch up on it. So if they have it, I will read it. If not, this row is a big old, goose egg for me.
Yeah, same thing. We weren't getting Cul-de-sac. I heard good things about it, but I haven't read any of it yet. So
yeah, really cool artwork in it.
Yeah, I'm hearing good things about Red Shirt. I haven't gotten into it yet, but I'm hearing it's pretty funny. So I just need to check it out one day if I can get my hands on it. Nothing for me across this row either.
Week 1, dude.
Week 1, yeah,
yeah.
crazy.
Hang with us, everyone. We do read comics.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, same for me. None
Right.
of those. Yeah, I mean, yeah, none of them would even be in contention. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. What about this row over here? I have one I'm interested in just because it's H.P. Lovecraft #1. An area of the pop culture I'm trying to get into more and more, and I don't know anything about like this whole realm, so I'm trying to get into this a little bit. So I saw a new one from Boom. I'm like, yeah, I might jump in. What about you? Anything else over here?
Yep, a very same boat. In fact, I had that on my pull list, and it must have been pushed out because I thought we were gonna have that a couple of weeks ago.
I think you're right.
Yeah, but it's Boom Studios. It's H.P. Lovecraft. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, me too. Yep, nothing else across the top. I gave up on these what am I trying to say? These like collaborative things, Godzilla verse, whatever. Yeah, I kind of gave up on those.
Are you still reading G.I. Joe proper in from Skybound?
Yep.
Because I think isn't that Cold Slither? Isn't that the first event?
This one?
That's the one.
I don't know. Is this Tim Seeley?
Oh, okay. Maybe that's
What
like an
is this?
offshoot.
This isn't. Yeah, it looks like Cobra is topping the charts, dominating the world. Can Joe find a way to change the tune? It's like, oh boy.
Oh man.
Okay.
It'll have an audience though.
It will have an audience. If you like Kiss and you like G.I. Joe, and you probably do like both if you're of a certain age, then you'll probably love that.
That is true. Yes.
Nothing across the top.
Oh, I will change your mind, my friend. Good Devils Don't Play Fair with Evil #1, written by David Brothers with artwork by Dragata.
Oh, nice.
It's a one-shot, so nothing wrong diving in, picking up an extra-sized issue. I believe it's about it's kind of like the Crossroads story. You sell your soul for the powers instead of being guitar playing. In this one, it's boxing, from what I understand.
I sold mine to get subscribers on YouTube, and it worked a little bit. Not as much as I want, but it's like a slow thing. I didn't specify how fast. So
yeah, where is that YouTube strategy video? I've been looking for that one. Grow your audience in 5 easy steps.
Like and subscribe for sure. A/B test your thumbnails, crap like that. Definitely looking forward to Lovecraft. Man.
I love the little octopus. Very appropriate.
For sure. Yep. If only they made like giant ones that could, fill up some space in the comment section.
Yeah.
Good call on the Good Devils. That one was not even on my radar. Maybe Vanishing Point over here, because I've been checking in on those. They're hit or miss. They're episodic. I mean, it's like Twilight Zone. Like that's basically a reinterpretation of Twilight Zone in a way that they're one and dones, and they're interesting. You're in and out. You take what you want from it, and you move on.
I feel like that's a good comparison. I feel like I enjoyed issue 1 of Twilight Zone more than I enjoyed any issue of Vanishing Point so far.
Yeah,
I thought it might just be that property name, right? I have that connection to it, but still, I think the feeling really hit where it was supposed to. Whereas Vanishing Point, who knows what the heck that's supposed to mean when you dive in?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. You don't really know what you're getting into. Yeah. Contemporary says Miss Good Devil's going to see if I can grab a copy this week. Thanks for the heads up. I think this is number 1, right? Unless this is like a series I don't know about.
Yeah, well, it's number 1 and it's a one shot. So yeah,
okay.
You're in and out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Anything else?
I might look at Kill All Immortals too. The first series kind of left me wanting a little bit more, but maybe as time has gone on and it's developed those characters, it'll give me what I was expecting from that first arc of the series. So we'll see. I like Zach Kaplan as a writer.
Yeah, me too. Some of my favorite books a few years ago were from him for sure.
Yep. Yeah, same.
Nothing out here for me.
Just
nothing for you.
Nothing.
Okay. I might be in a scroll situation.
Dang. Okay. I mean, just for the cover alone, just a shout outs to the Illuminati with the De La Soul homage cover there. But but yeah, nothing to pick up here.
Yeah, me too. All right. Just stop me.
Yeah, just keep going.
Skin Police, maybe.
There we go. Skin Police.
Okay.
The first issue was very much. It didn't need to be cut into arcs and call it Skin Police 2. It's really just issue number 6 or 7, the continuation of it. So I'm assuming this will be very much the same. The artwork, though, by Daniel Gate, really good, really European style.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Nothing to hear from me.
Yeah, the Bad Idea books, man, they still get me every single time. I'm like, do I want to just take a chance? Should I?
Well, maybe? You know what? I feel the same way about Ignition Press right now, because like so far, Ignition Press hasn't. Well, I mean, like they have a lot of books coming out, but none of them are like the solicitations don't seem like they're for me, So I haven't read a whole lot of them yet. And Bad Idea is kind of the same way, but I think they would be for me, but I just can't get my hands on them. So it's like
that too, yeah.
And then Distillery, a lot of these newer publishers, it's just hard to either get your hands on them or they might not just be for me, So
yeah, I think Distillery really got messed up with the whole Diamond snafu because they stuck around way longer than they needed to.
I think you're right. We're getting some weird reprints and things like that, so I'm just gonna do a quick pan and just see if there's anything. All right, we're gonna go to week number 2. Hopefully we'll get something better over here. Kick us off, man. There's a bunch of good ones up here for you.
Holy Lord. Yeah. Okay. So almost everything on the top row. Absolute Batman. Yeah. We were just talking about issue number 12 on the monthly comic book review show. Most of us had similar opinions on this one, but this one.
Nope. Keep going.
Thirst Trap. Is definitely ignited here. The covers. This has the potential to be a best-selling book here, just by those variants.
Yeah, this will be a 500,000 sale for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited for that one. I can't wait to see what the Rogues Gallery does now that everything's kind of been developed more so than we got previously. We can't not talk about the first non-D-Dubs Transformers. Like, I gotta dive in and read that and kind of see, I don't know, where things are going to change outside of the artistic approach, because we know that Dan Mora is very different than Jorge Corona. So that'll be pretty cool.
I'm worried, man. I'm actually worried about Transformers at this point.
I am as well. Yeah, because it's anytime you have a creative change or anything like that, it's an easy place for people to jump on, but it's an easy place for people to jump off as well. So
yeah. And I'm psyched from an art point of view. I'm worried from a story point of view. I know Kirkman can do it. I just don't know. From what I've seen very recently in major properties, I don't know. It hasn't hit like it should. I don't think. And so, and D-Dubs has a very specific emotional take on his storytelling that we've gotten used to now. So like, how is that going to change?
Well, I think that's what he needs to do, right? He needs to inject the fun that he has in Battle Beast, but then bring some heart over that. I haven't read all of Kirkman's properties. I don't know if he's ever written something that has the level of heart that that D-Dubs has.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Walking Dead and Invincible definitely have moments and emotion, exciting things happening for sure, undoubtedly. But he needs to channel that stuff and figure it out.
Yeah. Ultimate Black Panther, though, the best book that Nick Comic Culture is not reading right now, and I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to convince him to, but it's really good now. It's like
it's getting
really,
better.
it's not even getting better. It's arguably the best Ultimate book. I think I could say that right now. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. It turns out that wasn't a very high bar, but there's definitely there's definitely a few books that were like way better than most.
Never mind the man speaking right now. It's the best Ultimate book. And then DCKO. I went to my shop yesterday because it was local comic shop day. I got the little preview, so I'm all hyped for it. I was a little bummed though that the preview is essentially the same preview that we've gotten in the back of every single DC book that's been released.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer, but I'm hyped for it. It's going to be stupid, what gigantic moronic splendor, as some like to say.
For sure.
Yeah, and I'm down for it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm enjoying all those books. I do want to get caught up on Black Panther. I haven't been reading Action, but everything else will be on my pull list for sure.
Yeah. Don't talk about it, be about it.
How many things have you recommended? I've gone back. I'm like, all right. And
I know,
dude, I'm like, this is spectacular.
I can't even.
Why didn't you say something earlier? That's funny. This row up here for me, two main books, honestly. Batman Dark Patterns issue number 11, wrapping up that series here very soon, penultimate edition. And we have Superman Kryptonite Spectrum issue number 3. That book is just dumb fun. It has a great approach to it. It's got a formula now that we love, and just really can't wait to see what the next piece of Kryptonite does. I think he's a little kid now, or younger, and he's having to deal with whatever that means. And looks like we're gonna have some interesting characters coming along for the ride in the second issue. But yeah, looking forward to those two the most. What about you? Anything else?
Yeah, big time. Same. Batman Dark Patterns, maybe a little bit more than Superman, only because we're kind of like building up the end of that story arc, and it feels like it's drawing all of the things in that we've been dealing with through each of the other arcs as well. So I like how they're kind of drawing it all together and making it feel like a cohesive story.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like another week. Well, I'll be picking up at least 3 Batman titles. Absolute long last Halloween, Dark Patterns. Not mad about it. Yeah, dude.
Bring the bat.
We were talking in the Backtrack one time. It's like, why can't they do what they're doing with Batman? Why can't they do that with Spider-Man? And they might be doing it to a degree, but they're not doing it as much. Like Spider-Man is a staple character on the Marvel side. So why not have 10 different titles at once and outside of proper, with great teams telling one-off stories, doing that kind of thing? Maybe my perception is that they're not doing that, and they actually are, because I'm just kind of blind to Spider-Man at the moment. But I feel like they need to be doing that there. It feels like they're leaving money on the table.
Well, and they've done it in the past, but they're definitely not doing it to the same degree that Batman is, right? Because we've had things like, Spider-Man Life Story. We have the ancillary, like Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, Dark Reign. Yeah, exactly. Sure. So they
I guess it is happening. It just doesn't resonate as well as the Batman one-offs,
Well, and it's not as consistently good as the Batman one-offs either.
That's true.
Like
Batman
Spider-Man
does it really good.
There we go. Like it's fun. Is it good?
Right.
It's fun. I'll stick with fun.
What do you got up here? I know at least a couple.
Those are the only 2. I will continue on with Spider-Man Wolverine, even though I believe that Kari Andrews is off of this issue yet again, which he is the linchpin to make that series work. And if he's not on there, it's a bummer. Right. Other than that, though, dude, I love Aquaman. Like I low-key legit love Aquaman right now. It is probably one of the DC books that I look forward to the most. Like, I'm one of those readers that when I get my stack on Wednesday, I kind of sift through the ones I think will be the most of a chore to get through, and I save like the cream of the crop for the last. Oh yeah. And I find myself thinking that this is cream of the crop, but I dive in first because like it has that much of a, like I'm stuck in its gravity well, like it just pulls me in and I want to read it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. It is very episodic. He did get a big upgrade at the end of the last arc. So we're going to be seeing like what that amounts to going forward. Yeah, I agree. It's a book that I've been reading this whole time, and it's always been a fun book to read. How about that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jeremy Adams does what he does best in the pages of this book.
Yep. Still reading Supergirl, one of the few solo writer artists. Yeah, but the big two. Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. Is it still in that like volume 1 Supergirl tone? Let me know. Let me know down below. All right. So one big book in here, and then I don't think I'm reading anything else. Imperial War it's a series I was really interested in. I loved issue number 1, and I think it's going in places that I don't necessarily care about too much anymore. I think I'm going to keep reading it, but like, I don't know, my interest in it is way down. Unfortunately, it's a giant galactic chess match. That's basically what it is. And I don't know if I have enough context or, just give a damn. Not entirely sure. So
I can tell you, I stopped giving a damn. Yeah. Imperial. Yeah, that last issue that we got was. It was such a bummer to read here. It's just it really kind of soured my whole opinion on the rest of the book. So I am definitely not reading the tie-ins. I can tell you that. I might stick around with Imperial proper just to kind of see it through. But come on, we know what the book of the row is. I won't even steal it. You go ahead.
No. Power Fantasy number 12.
No. Come on, you're behind. Yeah, you're behind the podium. Preach.
Power, yeah. So Power Fantasy is one of the best books out on the shelves right now, and I owe it to these guys here, Eric and Stu and everybody else, to just you two probably, to I owe you guys a lot to kind of to get me back into the game here and get back on this book. It was something I did not enjoy the first couple of issues of. After a while, I saw what was happening, what was building, and it turns out to be one of the best books of the year. So we had a little bit of a hiatus. We had a very impactful, very dramatic issue number 11, and we're back with issue number 12 after I think a month, right? Or maybe a month or two. And I cannot wait to get back into this and see what our boy here is going to be doing after the events of the previous issue. So really excited to get into it. Some of the best artwork, some of the best drama, superhero drama out. And we're blessed with issue number 12 coming back in October. Can't wait.
Did you happen to read the solicit just out of curiosity?
No.
Read it for the class. Come on.
Yeah. I'm just kind of seeing. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, seriously, we're just throwing handfuls of poop at every fan we see, demanding more poop and more fans, more poop, more fans. It's really funny.
If that's the kind of book you're looking for, consider Power Fantasy.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Oh man.
Yeah. Really, really, really excited for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a banger.
For sure. What about this row over here? Some good ones.
Ooh, yeah. The World to Come. Very interesting issue number 1. Ended on a kind of jaw-dropping moment, and we're starting to see more about this future environment of the Marvel Knights iteration of Marvel. Maybe this is in continuity, maybe out. I feel like they're playing with things. But within that same universe, now we get delivered The Punisher by Jimmy Palmiotti and Dan Panosian. Wow, wowzers, man! That cover is amazing. I can't believe that they got that creative team to work on that book. I don't know how long it's intended to go. I assume this is going to be a finite thing, maybe a mini series.
Yeah, we at least have 3 issues. I don't know, and it doesn't have any kind of like the big conclusion. You know what I mean? So we're good through December, and look at that cover.
Heck yeah, dude! Dan the man, him doing interiors too. Like I'm ready for that. Outside of those 2, which are really cool, I hope that they continue to build on this Marvel Knights World to Come property. But outside of that, Conan, come on, by Crom, it's one of the funnest books on stands every single month. And I think we have another new artist on this one, if I'm not mistaken. So they've kind of pulled
Alex
a lot
Hurley.
I don't know if he's done a previous one. I don't believe so, though. But yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Conan, one of the best books on the shelf. Looks like we have some Savage Sword credits in here. Solomon Kane, Zombies, Vampirilla, Savage, Dragon, Heavy Metal, Moon Knight. So he's in the realm, right? Okay, so that's good. Lobo, Magic. Yeah. I think we'll be in good hands based on that based on those notes.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. A good row. I
agree.
like that.
I agree. Looking forward to the world to come. I didn't read issue number 2. 1 was fine. I just didn't know enough about the world to really appreciate it. Excited for Punisher, and then Conan I'm excited for, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all good ones. Over here, The Return of Sacrificers, number 16. That's the only book I think I'm getting across the top. It's been so long since we got Sacrificers. Let me see, like, when.
Yeah, it's been a second.
Yeah, so we have March 2025 to October 8th. So that's our gap. And honestly, I kind of remember where we are. I think we have our army of, like, what was it? World churning what workers teaming up with our main protagonist, and we're going to be taking on some of the gods. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, I think we leave off where
Pigeon's like buffed up, and he's got an army with him now, I think.
And he's teamed up with one of the gods. It may have been the water god, but I can't recall. One of them, though.
What was the dude that was? I think it was the like the slaves or the workers for the world churning gears realm underground, right? There may be more too. You're right. Yeah.
And Saluna had just started to confront her father, and then Pigeon basically walks through the door with like a big axe or sword, and he's just like, "What up? I'm here to mess things up."
Hopefully, they give us a little bit of backstory, not backstory, but like kind of help catch us up. I think hopefully they do that.
Yeah.
With that amount of a gap, it really needs it. Anything else up here for you?
No. You could tell our level of excitement for the Age of Revelation is just overflowing, though, man. All of these books that we're picking up from the X line.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. It's fine. They can play around in their little box.
Yep.
So that's cool. What about this row?
Everything Dead and Dying. With a title like that, you wouldn't think that I'd be so excited, but I am, gosh darn it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Jacob Phillips and Tate Brombal. That first issue was really exciting. Did it explore unexplored realms within the zombie medium? No, not yet. But I think it was a really cool framing device, being that this guy is trying to go through, his everyday life, right? And kind of keep up the routine as opposed to adapting and learning to survive in a new world. It's kind of like he's stuck within his old ways. So an interesting way to look at it for sure.
Sure. Absolutely. We got Pete in the house, man. Thanks for coming in, dude. Always good to see you. Go check out Pete if you haven't yet. Put out some really great stuff. Appreciate you coming in. Good morning to you. And then I really love the indie scene, especially even smaller publishers that are, there's so many unique things out there in comic form. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And indies where it's at.
Yeah, we are mostly we are mostly indie focused. Over here, we definitely dip into more DC as well, and then we touch in some of the some of the better Marvel books. And so, yeah, we're definitely indie focused over here. So shout out what your favorite stuff is. Comic version of Lost Paradise is breathtaking. Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. Anything else up here?
That would be it for me. Are you still reading? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm still reading everything. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell. Great last issue. It was kind of a step back. We have our samurai. It was basically her origin story and how she got to where she is, because the issue before that was a big confrontation to somebody that she knew when she was still alive. They ended up being in the same place, like in hell or in purgatory, whatever this is. And so they gave us a much needed backstory between those two characters to really kind of emphasize what's happening in the book. So really cool last issue. The release schedule is killing it, but at least it's still interesting every time it comes out. And it doesn't take that long to piece it all back together.
Okay, nice. Yeah, can't be mad at that.
Yeah, and then Blood and Thunder, I've been really disappointed in where that book has gone over time. So I don't know. Depends on the week, man. I might look at it. Yeah. What about this? I don't have anything, I don't think, across here.
I got nothing. I do love the Event Horizon movie. I got a soft spot for it, but I couldn't get drawn into the comic book tie-in of it. That wasn't doing it for me. That would have been the absolute only maybe of the row. Everything else is a hard no.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I hear you. Unchosen number 4. I've been liking the series fairly well. I think it's kind of more YA. It's a very formulaic, predictable story plot and everything. So I've seen it all kind of coming issue to issue, but it's still interesting and it has its own twist on things. So we might check out 4 if there's time. but I don't think I'm reading anything else across
Well,
here.
it is cool though to see David Marquez kind of, stretch out and do something outside of the norm, right? He's traditionally known as artist David Marquez. So seeing him get a writer's credit on that's cool. I like having a creator have sole ownership over the property. It's exactly what they wanted to do. While I'm not reading it, Farmhand, I believe this is either the end or it's building up towards the end. Rob Guillory, I really enjoy their artwork, and they've done books like Chew in the past.
Yep.
So yeah, like this is one of them. Once it's all wrapped up, I would like to go back and read that in a nice collected format.
Yeah. And yeah, you're right about David over here. If this is a first writing credit, then he's doing a great job. It takes time to figure that stuff out. And so if that's the case, it's actually pretty good. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep. Nothing else really across here. We have Fire and Ice has some gorgeous artwork, but it's taken over a year for these 4 issues to come out. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's a particular genre or maybe even archetypes you favor the most. I've always enjoyed slow burn paced stuff, lonely folk kind of stories. I need to contemplate that. I mean, I like Hero's Journey a lot. I don't mind swords and sorcery kinds of things. Really got into Conan recently. So those kinds of books are really good, but I don't think I'd enjoy all flavors of that genre.
Yeah, that's hard to say. Like, I mean, I think that as long as a genre is doing what it's intended to do in a really effective way, while either that's like leaning into the tropes and kind of like understanding it to like the greatest degree that you could, or playing with those things in new and interesting ways. If you could do that, I really don't care whether it's sci-fi, romance, action, drama, like whatever the case may be. I think that if you're doing it right, I can be along for the ride.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It doesn't really matter about the genre as long as it's not too episodic, it's not too formulaic, and it's doing something new and refreshing. I think that's really the key. If I pick up the new issue and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is the same formula that they usually would use if they don't have a great idea, or they need a launching pad into whatever small idea they have and they need to fill it in because they have a 6-issue run they need to figure out and they need to put in some familiar things into it. I think it's all about the approach really, and not really necessarily about the genre, I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think I've said it like, well, more than once at this point, but like if you're writing and drawing a book and it makes me feel something, whatever, if I feel strong emotion, regardless of what direction that emotion is, like you've done it. And I think that's the reason like I like D-Dub so much, is because he always pulls on your heartstrings and it never feels forced or tropey or anything like that. It just feels really natural and effective. So like,
for sure.
Yeah, more stories like that.
Nothing really up here for me. I am curious about TMNT Journeys. I got issue number 1. I didn't read it, but I think I'm just going to stack these for now. But other than that, nothing else up here.
Are they reprints or are they new stories?
Yeah.
Okay, they're reprints. Got it.
Yeah, the Laird and whoever, Jim Lawson.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. Reprinting the first volume 4 series from Mirage.
Okay, that would be cool, but yeah, it's a big old nothing. What is that? Something is killing the children. I'm definitely not going to get it because I haven't read a single thing.
A monster hunter walks in a bar, issue number 1 from James Tynion. Yeah, it's another
interesting.
Yeah, if you're into someone's killing children,
okay,
keep it going. Nothing.
Uh-oh, we might be in scroll territory. Yeah, nothing for me as well.
I was going to say we need to make up some time anyway. So what do we got? Nothing.
Dang.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, okay. We got one, or I got one at least.
What do you got?
Eye Strangeness. This looks pretty cool.
Chris Condon, of course.
Well, more so than that, though. So this is another horror anthology. Everyone and their mother. It's like podcasting back in the early 2000s. Like all of a sudden, everyone had a podcast. Everyone's got a horror anthology. So I am going to pick this up, but it's based on a podcast, actually. And it's one that kind of like talks about all these weird, mysterious, things that happen, UFOs, horror stuff. And one of the episodes of the podcast was about the Stanley Hotel. And I got a big love for that because it's the place that was based on The Shining. I've been there myself. So I'm kind of interested to dip my toes in and see what they play with those ideas. Because if it's, it reminds me of the, what was the name of that book that Tynan did? The blue something. I was gonna say Blue Note, but I'm like, no, that's jazz. He had the UFO book though.
Yeah. I remember.
Whatever. Okay, whatever the heck it is.
Blue Note or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So it feels like that, but more like supernatural horror tinged. So
Gotcha.
yeah. So I'll
Plus
be along
Dave
for the ride.
Grisham's in it, right? So there you go.
Yeah, I love the writer. I love the artist. It'll work. It'll work for me.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That wasn't on my radar. Yep. Over the years, I've definitely seen your pattern of things that you like, and you really you would gravitate towards that. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Follow the creators, right? Not the characters.
Well, yeah, in the genre here for sure. I think street level detective, a little bit of horror. Yeah, it's right up your alley, I think.
Yes, for sure.
Nothing else across here for me. I don't think anything else over here for me either.
Nope.
Dang. All right. We're just gonna do this right here. Womp womp. Fortress 3. Are you getting that one still?
I would love to. I'm having a heck of a time getting the rest of the issues. I got issue number 1 and have not been able to get my hands on anything after that.
Yeah. All right. We're getting into some reprints and some other stuff. So apologize if there's books down below, but we have, in the interest of time, we got to get moving here. Go ahead and kick us off here. I'm going to open my door before my cat tears through my carpet.
All right, you do that. Row number 1. Yikes. Absolute Flash is an absolute maybe for me. It feels like every other issue is okay, and then another one comes through that kind of is a snooze fest for me personally. The artwork by Nick Robles when he's on the book really does work for me. When he's off of the book, does not work for me whatsoever. Nightwing is a book that I probably should dive back into because I did like the first arc that Dan Waters was doing there with Dexter Soy, but I dropped off of it just because there's so many books. You can only keep so many. Yeah, I mean, if it's a good book, sometimes we have too many great books and those fall by the wayside.
Yeah.
And then begrudgingly at this point, just so I could talk crap about it, One World Under Doom, I will read it. I will gripe about it. You have my guarantee on that.
Well, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
that is funny.
How about you?
I don't know if I'm getting any of these books across here. No, just kind of seeing if Lorez was back. I guess not. One World Under Doom. I've read every issue so far. I just don't know. I haven't enjoyed one since probably like the Dormammu issue, and even then it was kind of eye rolly, but at least it was entertaining. So I don't know if I want to keep reading it. I always feel bad if I don't read these kinds of Marvel books because I feel like you need to understand the landscape of what's happening in this giant publisher, you know?
Yep.
And if you don't read it, you're just not in the know. So, but when you do read it, it might not resonate with you very much. And so you feel bad reading it. So it's this weird catch-22, you know?
Yep, that's very much my experience. Like, as reviewers, we're obligated to read books like that. And
yeah, it's definitely not a book that I would read because I enjoy the book and I want to read it just for my own thing. You know, I just want to be in the zeitgeist more. So I have to read stuff like that.
So I should cancel my, CGC 9.8 number 1 for you for your birthday so you can put it on the back wall there.
Yeah, if you don't mind, that'd be great.
Okay. All right. Cancellation done. Okay.
Across the top here, we have Captain America number 4. I actually enjoyed issue number 3. It was here's the deal with Captain America books. It's very narration heavy typically. It's usually him contemplating his purpose in the current time, and it's very inner monologue-y. That's kind of how Captain America books work. And Chip is definitely taking that. Chip is definitely focusing on that element too. But there's a lot of interesting things happening. It's a more modern day war hero kind of a thing, and so he's trying to like figure all that out. We got the Doom element thrown into there, which is cool. We have the other super soldiers, their perspectives, their experiences. So I mean, it was impactful, it was dramatic, but I don't know if it's a book that I'm just happy to see every month when it comes around.
Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at there with that one, as opposed to like Battle Beast. Every time that book comes around, I'm excited to read it. Like you, I save certain books for dessert, and that's the book I would usually save for dessert, you know? So the two books I enjoy, but one book I'm excited for. The other book I'm like, oh, what am I going to get into this month? I don't know. And then New Gods 11, my interest has just been plummeting for that book, issue after issue after issue. I feel like it's building somewhere, but I don't know if I'm excited to be on the ride. But I'm excited to see where it goes, if that makes sense.
Do you remember that episode of The Simpsons where Homer has the full pig, right, that he's gonna smoke, and then something happens and it like he goes careening down hills and through like a dumpster and through like all through Springfield, and he keeps chasing it like it's just a little dirt. It's still good. It's still good. It's just a little trash. It's still good.
I'm
It's still
sure
good.
I saw it, but I can't pull that one for some reason. Yeah, I don't know.
That's how I feel about New Gods. It's like it was just one bad issue. It's still good. It's still good. It's just two. It's still good.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah. Battle Beast though. Battle Beast is definitely the most exciting for me on this one. What up, Stu?
Stu, good morning, man.
Yeah,
Thanks.
like I tend to read my comics, especially on Wednesday, like late into the night on Wednesday nights, and as soon as I start kind of doing this thing, the head nod as I kind of keep myself awake, it's like okay, time to look at Battle Beast because that'll get me going again.
Yeah, good picks in the this month on the show. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's always a cherry on the top for sure. What about this rope here?
Just Punisher Red Band, really. I think that issue 1 did enough for me that I want to come back. It's got, oddly enough, it's got ties into the current Daredevil run that just finished up recently.
Yeah, I noticed that on your video. I'm like, I had no idea. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, it was time. It was time. We need a refresh. But it's super weird that it's tying into such a book like that because now we could tell that Punisher is going to be going after Kingpin. And Kingpin is still feeling the religious ramifications that happened in Daredevil. So
yeah. Okay.
They're playing with continuity. I can't be mad at that. And as long as they keep it truly Red Band, make it worth it, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah, I thought the connection was the fact that they ignored everything that happened to the character before and they started you off on a new journey without telling you how they got there.
Yeah, that too.
I thought that was the connection because I'm like, wait, how did he get out of hell? What did I miss?
Well, and the explanation is going to be like, oh, well, Kingpin just found him. He was right there. That dusty road, and then people pick him up and do something with his brain.
Anything up here for you? I don't know if I'm going to read any of these.
No, but I feel like it's time to do the patent pending. Nick looks at Catwoman and contemplates whether or not he's going to pick it up.
Infiltrated the host. I know. I think part of that is just like I think it's a good character, and I liked Rom's run when he did it years ago, and I just miss reading the character because I think it's a good character. But I don't know. I don't know when I'll jump on. I'm waiting for the solicitation to say like new arc starts now. I'm waiting for that to happen.
Ooh, so good luck with that. I think you're going to be waiting until a new creative team takes over.
Yeah. Pete's loving Absolute Batman, reading the last 3 issues.
Hey, there recently. We go.
There you go. Anything else up here?
No, absolutely nothing.
Yeah, nothing up here for me either. Across the top.
Yeah, no. Age of Revelation. Sorry.
No. I am reading Lucky Devils and Ghost Pepper. So those are 2 books that are, pretty decent. Lucky Devils is another great interior artwork book, and it's got a very interesting premise. Crap kind of hit the fan recently. Our human hosts are kind of getting wind of what's going on right now. So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do about that, having that knowledge. And then Ghost Pepper's an interesting book. It's very manga-ish or anime-ish. It's I don't know. It's a book I was excited for, but it's not a book that I'm excited to read now. But it is a book that comes out, and I am checking it out still.
Yeah, I'm very much in the same boat with that influence and the manga and the anime and stuff. Like, I need more action. I need more of what the first issue was able to deliver because the next couple have been kind of slow burns. We don't got time for that. Not with a book titled Ghost Pepper with that artistic approach. Like,
right. You're right.
Action coming.
I feel like they're leaving a lot on the table. It should be a just nonstop brawl kind of a book with huge battles and crazy scenes, but it's a lot of like funny anime kind of moments that eventually roll into something relevant, but like it's not that amazing action-packed book like I wanted it to be just yet. Maybe it'll turn into that, but I don't know.
It could, yeah. Shredder, I'm definitely going to check out as well. Issue number 1 was okay. We need to figure out more of what happened with Hiroko Saki and kind of what brought him back and where he's going to be going. I thought that the cliffhanger of issue number 1 was more effective than the issue as a whole.
Yeah. Yep. And then I know Pete was asking anybody read the new Iron Fist book that came out a couple of weeks ago. I did not read that one.
They are not going to fool me, no sir. But I'll be happy to hear that it was good, right? I'll be open to being pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I want a good Iron Fist book, but I just haven't checked it out.
Yep.
Escape the Deadzone, issue number 3. It's a book I'm actually having a great time reading. I liked issue number 2. I liked issue number 1. I like the world. The interior art is good. It's a funny book. It's got action. It's a Godzilla in the vein of Godzilla. So I've been digging this book so far, but that's the only one across the top here for me.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about that book. I feel like, a good chunk of you guys are saying that one's worthwhile. So kind of bummed out that I missed out on it, but I can always circle back around.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nah.
What about over here?
I will read The War again, and I will feel depressed again. But it's really good. It's really effective writing and artwork to convey all of the oddities and the depressive notes that Garth Ennis is really, really good at. It's a nihilistic book through and through. So you want to feel bad? Read The War.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Racer X number 2, a book I'll check out. I wanted a little bit more drama in issue number 1, I think, or maybe, I don't know. There were high stakes, but I need more danger. And hopefully we're going to get it as the book continues, but that's the only one up here for me.
Yeah, same. I really dug issue number 1. I think I liked it more so than I liked Speed Racer, in fact. But I think it was the artistic approach on that. Yeah. And that was really just like personal taste.
I think you're right. Yeah, that's a good point. Nothing across here? Dang.
Yeah, no, nothing.
And we have 5 weeks in October, and we're on week 3, so they might be spacing some stuff out. 30 Days of Night, Falling Sun, number 1, I might check out, and Save Now. I think that's a Matt Kent book, so I think those two I might get my hands on.
Yeah, Save Now is a book that I think they released at least issue number 1 previously, or maybe like a preview. They always did like those little previews in the back of their Bad Idea books.
Yeah.
And it was cool. It was kind of like One World, or not One World Under Doom, but the latest Fantastic Four run where they have save states and they keep going back to kind of correct whatever mistake was, had happened at that time.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else over here?
Nada.
I read Adventure of Luminen number 1, and it was all right. It was very YA, but if you're in the Captain Nemo kinds of things, then that might be a book you might want to check out.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. Nothing over here.
Whew. Yeah. Nope. Nothing.
I'm going to scroll. You just tell me to stop.
I don't think you're going to have to stop, but you keep going, buddy.
I'm going to keep going. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Let's go to the 22nd. All right. I mean, obviously, Ultimate Spider-Man, we had a big dramatic conclusion to episode issue 21 this past week. We're going to see how this all plays in. That whole Mysterio cabal is going to be shaken up quite a bit. So what does that mean? It's hard to kind of keep track of all those things. The influence people have, the relationships they have with each other. We have Ben and Jonah, like, in their own little pocket doing things, but you don't really know what that equates to. You have things that Peter and everyone are doing, but you don't quite know where that's going. And then you have the Mysterio people, they have a finger on the pulse, but like to what degree? And then you have Kingpin over here doing something. So like you have a lot of things happening, but you don't just quite know like where is everything going? Like, I think that's my problem right now with Spider-Man.
Besides the flashback that we just got with the last issue, showing how Mr. Negative and him kind of like formulated their relationship, if you will, I don't think we've seen Kingpin since he put the beat down on Harry and Peter. He was in
an issue. I think he was in an issue recently, but maybe I'm getting the Ultimates mixed up because I guess. Well, what was the book? What was the book where we had that new lady come in and they basically like took out the board? I think that might have been an Ultimates. I can't remember.
That was the Ultimates, and that lady, my friend, was Emma Frost.
Emma Frost. Yeah, sorry.
Put some respect on that.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, she looks so different, but like her aesthetic is the same. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely a good book still, but it's kind of hard to kind of keep track of like the higher narrative you know, it's kind of like forest from the trees kind of a thing.
Well, it makes me wonder because the unfortunate part about solicits is that we know when things are going to end, and we kind of know, we can kind of figure out like, oh, we're really close. It's kind of like looking at the time bar when you're watching a video or something. You're like, oh, okay, I only got 2 more minutes left. We know we got 2 more minutes left. It's like, how are you going to wrap all this up, dude?
I know that is a big problem. Yeah. But other than that, Absolute Wonder Woman has been spectacular. We're probably going to get into a newer arc here. We had a great conclusion to the previous one. Overall, a little bit down on the excitement, but I think the conclusion of the last issue has got me excited to see where we're going to go. There's a lot of cool things that they planted.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. And then the Ultimates, I know Stu is like drooling over this cover probably. It's so freaking good. I love that so much.
Oh, he's got the 4. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
He hasn't always had that.
I don't think so.
Ooh, interesting. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and it's Phil Noto on the artwork too. And if you follow along, he did the last really cool, really big Reed Richards centric issue as well. So okay. I'm excited. I'm more excited now.
Other than that, Superman, I haven't been consistently reading Superman, but I've been dipping in and out of it, and I enjoy what I read. I just haven't been on it all the time. And then I haven't been reading Detective since Rom's run ended. But yeah, decent row up here.
Oh yeah, I think this makes sense for being top row. Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Ultimates, Superman, so good, so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's the glue for the DC proper universe right now. So
yeah, and it's a KO tie-in, of course, right? So
I mean, yeah, we're gonna have those tie-ins.
What about this row up here?
Oh boy, 2 definitely, maybe up to 3. Batman and Robin. Oh, it's going to be so sad. It's going to be so sad to have this series end, but I'm so ready for it too. Like this is, I can't wait to reread this in one sitting and just kind of go through the entirety of it once I get that hardcover. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to see what Wade and Samney can do to finish that one off. Yeah. Similarly, I think is this the last issue or second to last issue of Aaron on Turtles?
It's the last one, if I'm not mistaken, because the next issue, yeah,
there we 12. Go. Okay, so it's a week of endings apparently. So I am, while it hurts, I'm ready to see how Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira kind of finish their time with the Turtles, and kind of it seems foundational. Like I feel like their job was like, okay, get the team back to status quo, and they've been doing that. It's been building towards that. Yeah. I want to like Fantastic Four too. I really do. And like I was so excited because I felt like the art when Ryan North first took over was the deterrent, and now I'm like, okay, cool. Ramos is a great artist, and something still feels off with it. And I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's there and it's hurting my experience. So once they can figure out what I need, because I can't figure it out, then I'll be back in.
Right. Yeah, let me see. I was just checking out the art team, seeing if it's the exact same. Of course, League is. So, okay, so Victor's labeled as the inker on one issue, but not the other. That just might be a League of Comic Geeks thing. The colors is the same. Okay.
Well, interestingly enough, the last issue, when I talked about the art pulling me out, I said I think it's the inks. There's something about them that don't feel to the same caliber that we get normally from Humberto Ramos. I don't think it's the art. I really think it's the ink.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, it's amazing how that makes a difference for sure.
It does, yeah. So we'll see. Yep. I'll probably end up reading that one.
Yeah, I agree. Over here for me, we have Void Rivals issue number 24. Love-hate relationship with that book. Going to keep reading it though, just because again, it's kind of like one of the other books we mentioned earlier, where it seems like it's the foundation book, so you have to read it. Like One World Under Doom. It's kind of like I don't want to read it, but I'm reading it because I want to know what's happening overall, and so that's definitely a book like that. But other than that, I'm not reading anything else. I know you're a big Green Arrow fan here, and you got some Heartache coming very soon. But yeah, Green Arrow 29's out.
Yeah, Green Arrow. I'm really excited for that one. Really sad, but really excited. So I'll say it once again. Let's send content out on a high note. Everyone go buy every copy of Green Arrow, please, and thank you. We'll all appreciate
it. For sure. I know Pete really enjoyed the last arc of Wonder Woman. She saved a little turtle, Nico. Oh,
yeah.
she sure did. But I hate to admit it, but I'm starting to sway a little on Void. Starting to? Man, I was swaying around issue 12 somewhere.
Stu's been hot and heavy with the Void Rivals, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, just something about like I don't really. For me, it's putting the pieces together. That's the problem. It's not necessarily the action or the writing. Well, I mean, I guess it would be the writing. The art and the action is fine. I just don't know what to do with the information we're given. You know, I don't know how to put that puzzle together. I feel like I have a bunch of pieces, and I'm just trying to like, okay, it should be getting more clear every issue, but it's just not, and I don't know what that means. If it's me or what, I don't know what it is.
It might just be a property. Sometimes properties don't resonate. Like it could be good. It could be good from every facet, and it just doesn't click for you. Like there's been books like that for me. I know that for a fact.
Yeah. How about this row?
This row's a big old goose egg for me again. What about you though?
Exquisite Corpses I've been dipping in and out of. I don't know if I'll keep reading it though. I'm at a place now emotionally where I can probably just say I'm done.
Yeah. Like I want to enjoy that book more so than I do because of Michael Walsh, and that's really it.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much, like I know where the book's gonna go. You know, it's a premise that's predictable, and it's like, okay, well, they're all gonna kill each other, and there's gonna be some backstabbing, and something crazy is gonna happen at the end, and that'll be it.
So tale as old as time. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We got Bob in the house. What's up, dude? Good morning.
What up, Bob?
Thanks for coming in. What else is going on up here for you?
I got nothing, but I know that there's one that you've been excited for, and I can't wait to hear you talk about it.
What are you talking about? Oh, Predator Kills Marvel Universe?
That's right. I'm living vicariously through you.
Dude, I loved issue number 1. I thought it was great. Issue number 2 was okay. It didn't have that same like drama that we saw in issue number 1. But it's definitely a book that I love the idea of the book, which is Kraven teaming up with the Predators to systematically take out all the Marvel heroes. I love that approach. So the execution is where I'll probably have a problem if they kind of continue what they were doing in issue number 2. But I love the premise of the book. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see if they can crank up the excitement, crank up the gore, and that shock value. That's all they need to do. Just make it shocking every issue, and then they nailed it.
I was gonna say, I'm not looking for drama when I watch a Predator movie. I'm looking for gore, action, explosions. Like, as long as you deliver that, you'll be okay.
Yeah, I know. It seems like a no-brainer. Just do that. What's this row look like?
Oh gosh, it's Ice Cream Man for sure.
Yeah,
this isn't the playing card set though, is it?
No, in fact, we were supposed to get the playing cards on October 1st, this coming week, and I don't know if they pushed it because I don't remember seeing it. So I'm gonna probably go to my shop later today and I'll unpack some books maybe. So we'll see if it's in there.
Spoilers, it's next week. At least I'm looking at my league over here.
The playing cards?
Yes.
Damn.
But it's okay. Yeah, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it.
It was October 1st. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, if we get a double dose of Ice Cream Man because of that, I'm not gonna be mad. Are you kidding me? That's gonna be amazing. Sure. Yeah, but Ice Cream Man, Invisible Man. Oh, dude, Invisible Man is really cool. And I feel like
great cover. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. And it's so different than all of the other Universal Monster properties that we've gotten so far, too, because everyone's kind of said it, especially people that have a larger understanding of Universal than I do. But Invisible Man has always been that way, right? He was evil. This makes him more evil. And I like the way that they're playing with that in the pages of the book, too.
Yeah. I highly recommend you watching the 1933 movie. I said it in my review. It holds up. Biggest body count of any character of the time. In that one movie. He's a menacing force. Special effects are good even by today's standards, I think. Like you watch that movie now and you're like, how the hell did they do that? Like it's that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Right. It holds up and it's great. So yeah, I highly recommend people watching the 1933 movie and then reading this or doing it in tandem, because it's all this is a prequel to the movie. And the first couple of pages in issue number 1 is the opening of the movie. And then it goes back and then it tells you the origin story. So yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but I agree. Those 2 books for sure.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Big ones there. Oh, what a great row. Well, 2 books at least. So we have Skinbreaker issue number 2, which was my pick of the week last week. I got to be honest, the defining a pick of the week last week was difficult because there were a lot of good books. but I don't think there was one that was just like, yes, that's the pick of the week for sure. And I chose Skinbreaker just because it was just so great to look at that book. You know, there were so many great things going on. The art was like a 10. Like the art was a 10.
Yeah, dude.
The story was very interesting too. They're not doing anything groundbreaking, but there's enough twist in there to make it really interesting. And so, you know, like that story was like an 8, you know. So I really dug that combination. There was a lot of great books that came, like Escape was out as well. And that was a cool book, but I didn't come out of that thinking like, oh, this is something that I've never seen before or whatever. I don't know. It just Skinbreaker was my number one this past week in a week of good books. So
yeah, exactly. I feel like there was 4 to 5 books that could have taken that top spot feasibly. And that's a great place to be.
Yeah. And Stu, I think I mistakenly said it was going to be an ongoing. I don't know if it is. I think they have their first arc done, and I think they're going to see what it looks like, and go from there. I need to look at my notes again.
See, and I had heard that it was a finite thing. It was like, we're going to get 6 issues and then it's done. But I also could be wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. What'd you guys think of the Kevin Bacon? I never saw that one.
You never saw Hollow Man?
No.
Really?
I'm not a big horror. I don't watch a lot of horror movies. I don't watch.
I feel like that was more of a science fiction movie than a horror.
Whatever.
I mean, sure, it's
I think
horrific, but
yeah. My definition of horror is like anything that's like remotely scary is like a horror movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know, there's yeah. Love it. Yeah. You got to definitely try that out. Yeah. Hollow Man rules.
I low key kind of loved that movie. I think it was like a special effects kind of movie. I dug it.
Yeah. And of course, Escape number 3. Yeah, we loved issue number 1 and 2. Looking forward to that continuing. Yep. Anything else?
Nah, that's it.
What about this row?
Dude, see, another ending. I believe We're Taking Everyone Down With Us is now officially going to be done. I think this is the final one.
Could it end any other way?
Yeah. No, probably not. And I'm going to be sad when it goes, and it's going to be amazing because each issue, we got that Lonergan variant. Each issue has been so entertaining in so many different ways. It's humorous, it's action-packed. It pulls on the heartstrings with the familial aspects that they play with, right? The father who was kind of cold and distant, but now not so much, being that he's in the robotic body. It's just really, really great. And it took me so by surprise, but I'm happy that it did.
Yeah. Anything else? News from the Fallout, maybe?
Maybe. Kind of. I feel like the last issue took it up a notch for me a little bit, but I got to be honest, like I've been a little bit down on it. I haven't been having the best experience with it. And I think, it's not hitting something for me, and I can't put my finger on it.
Lindini and Montos, underrated artist of the year. I'm on board.
There we go.
I'll cast my ballot or cast my vote on the ballot. Yeah. I read issue number 1 and 2 of News from the Fallout. I haven't read 3 yet. I don't think, or 4, I guess.
Yeah, if we're looking at 5, 4 just came out.
Yeah. Any insight on what D-Dubs is working on next? So he's got a passion project, creator-owned book that he's been working on for years that he's trying to finish up. He sometimes talks about it during his Friday Nights with D-Dubs live stream that he does. So follow him on YouTube, and he goes live for like 30 minutes on Friday nights occasionally. I haven't watched his recent one from a couple days ago, but he sometimes talks about it during that. And I think he dropped a little bit of that as well at the Heroes Con stuff when we were talking to him a little bit. He's just working on his own stuff right now. And like I said, he's been doing it for years. So I assumed we would have gotten some news maybe by now or by Christmas of what he's working on, what it looks like when it's going to come out. I would still bet on that, I think. But that's why he's kind of peeling away right now on the main properties to focus on his own stuff. And I'm excited because he's excited for it.
Well, and not only that, but we have New York Comic Con next month, and there's going to be a ton of announcements that come out. So I would not be surprised if we hear something from him at that time.
Yeah. We have Undead Iron Fist. I think we were just talking about Iron Fist a little bit ago. This might be the book we were talking about, but we have issue number 2 coming out, but nothing else across here for me.
Yep.
What about this row? Space Ghost for sure.
That would be the one. Yeah, Space Ghost. Yeah, killer book. And I love that we're taking a totally new approach on the book, man. Like we're getting, it's not so much futuristic, right? I love that we get this Viking character that we're going to get to have some fun with. That was a really cool issue. I liked it a lot.
I love how they were like, you're problematic, and they picked him up and they just dropped him over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just have fun. You know, it's like that child that just wants to hit everybody. So you just kind of put him in a padded room and like, go for it, buddy. Just start beating everything up.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know what to do with you just yet.
Yeah, just don't hurt yourself.
Just don't hurt yourself. And he's living his best life, slaying, killing dinosaurs and stuff like that.
Yep.
So Creepshow has been the best horror anthology comic series, in my opinion. Yeah, if you love anthology horror books, for sure. Creepshow, EC, whatever, all those books. Yeah, there's a lot of options out there for you guys.
Yes, there are.
For sure. Hey, one of your books of the week is on here. Why don't you go ahead and talk about that one?
No Man's Land. Yeah, and thank you for putting this creator on my, on my radar, because I don't know if I would have been like at least looking for his stuff as much as I do now. But Godransky, issue number 1 of No Man's Land was awesome. I had compared it to like watching an Oliver Stone movie from the 90s, and I feel like that rings true. I want to see where they continue this story, because there's so many facets you could play with. You have the Russians, you have the United States, you have the indigenous people, as this ice bridge has a murder that's, been committed on it right between the two countries. But it's very truly just like the title, in no man's land. So who has jurisdiction and what does it all mean? So I can't wait to see how they explore that stuff. But again, thank you for putting him on my radar.
Oh yeah, I mean, my pleasure, for sure. Yeah, that's kind of the beauty of this. We all read different things and turn each other on to different things we wouldn't have otherwise noticed. I know with he's put out a lot of great books. He's a one-man army, one-man art, right? And so he kind of does it all. And so I'm always happy to whenever he puts out something new and championing his work, because it's all spectacular. It's really, really great. Yeah. And like you guys said on Naked Insights, it's like we don't know what this book's going to be just yet. It could stay grounded. It could have a weird supernatural element to it, or a horror vibe to it, of course, right? So we don't quite know what we're getting into just yet. And that's a great place to be as a reader. Yeah,
it's exciting.
So Pete coming in, Skinbreakers is only 8 issues, I heard. Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. Yeah, I thought I remember hearing something different, but the consensus so far is it's a limited series, and so that's fine. What I do remember is he's done with the interior pages. I do remember that part. So we don't have to worry about like issue 6 being late, because eventually it catches up to him, Yeah. So
that's the cool thing about
literally showed a stack of white pages like this. He's like, it's done. Here it is, And I think they were doing like the lettering and things like that still.
Yeah, that's the great thing when creators have that time and quite frankly, the money behind a project, where they can just sit on it for a little bit and be like, no, you finish it. Just finish it, and then we'll get it all put out. Like, that's pretty cool when they have that opportunity.
Yeah. Yep, for sure. Okay, so the only book up here that kind of surprised me and that I'm going to continue reading is It Killed Everyone But Me. So I just wanted to focus on that one for a second. So we have from Mad Cave, and I jokingly, and it's true, this is what Something's Killing Children should be. This is the feel I should be getting in that book. So it's basically the exact same plot. We have these kids, I think they were teenagers, whatever. They were all slaughtered by this like demon or whatever it was. One lone survivor. She's grown up now. A case like this happens again, and she's pulled back into it. But she knows the thing that was trying to take her and her friends out in the past is locked up in some magical way. And she goes back to make sure that those locks are still in place. And that demon's like, I'm still here, but there's only one reason why you'd come back to me right now. It's because it's happened again. And she's a real cynical, kind of sarcastic person now in life, having gone through all that trauma. So it was a cool back and forth between this demon and this character, and the relationship they have in the past and things like that. So now she's going to be dragged back into some pretty brutal scenes. And so she's going to have to try to figure this out again. So I'm really interested to see where this goes. And I feel like that's Something's Killing the Children. Like that's where that book could have gone, but it hasn't. It's just kind of been like, let's talk to a sheriff for 15 issues. It's like, oh my God. So hopefully this book continues that excitement for me, because I like the idea behind it.
Well, what you said about issue number 1 sold me. I did not read that. But
yeah, it's great.
But dang, okay, that makes me want to go back and actually give this a shot. That sounds really good, actually.
Yeah, artistically it looks the same as well. So it's really fun.
Okay.
Anything over here?
Okay, well, possibly. Murder Podcast, I got issue number 1. I'm a big fan of Jeremy Hahn's work. It was good. It was a decent issue number 1. I definitely need more time to see how they kind of develop the ideas that they play with. Essentially, you hear this murder podcast and it kind of takes control and you do murderous things. It's right there in the title. So they're not
Right.
hiding anything. So I need something more than that though. That's compelling enough for issue number 1, but like how do you build on that? So we'll see.
Yeah, where do you go from there? Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw this previously, but what is Savage Sword Reforged? Is this reprints?
Yes. So now in full color, reforged, legendary black and white, vivid color restorations, things like that. So I ordered the first 2 just to kind of get into it and see what it's like.
Artwork with Barry Windsor Smith and John Buscema fully colored now.
Robert E. Howard on the story, Roy Thomas, Buscema. Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, I gotta get it.
Oh my god. Yes.
And I don't know what the original covers were, but I got what I would assume would be those, right? So I don't know. I got to do some research, but yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I think it was originally published in '77. They were just kind of remastering it.
Did I read on the solicit that it's perfect bound as well, as opposed to being the magazine?
I don't know. Where's Simpleton?
Yeah, yeah, no kidding, right? Okay, yeah, whatever format it's in. Yeah, this sounds awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait. So I mean, they're $10, reimaginations of like the classic runs with great teams on them. Like, yeah, man, let's go.
Yeah,
that's all I'm getting though. Probably just that one.
Yeah, those 2 for me.
Powers is on my list. Love the original series. Yeah, it's a blind spot for me. I know it's out there. I know there's a legacy behind it, but it's a blind spot.
Yeah, Stu was speaking very highly of the latest series as well, and kind of doing a reread of the other stuff. So yeah,
nothing for me up here. What about you?
Yeah, same. Blood Squad 7, I kind of dip in and out of. It's a pleasure read for me more so than a review read. But I've been enjoying it, but it's not something that I like. I have to go in like as soon as it's released and kind of see what's going on.
Right. Okay. I don't know where we are really in like the order of popularity, but it seems like Tales from the Road Speed Racer. Like, I don't know. That's a weird one because there's already 2 Speed Racer books essentially.
Yeah.
So
do we need 3 Speed Racer books?
Is this another one? What is
it?
This? Mark London, David Pepose. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, Sebastian Perez on artwork though. I really like his art. Dang it.
Yeah. Isn't he on Speed Racer?
No. No, that's David Tinto, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
I know this guy's name. What has he been on recently? Let me see.
I'm trying to think. I follow his IG though.
Yeah. Well, he's on Speed Racer, it says. What is this? Oh, he did the variant. Okay. I saw that name recently. I can't remember where. Oh well.
Yeah. I can't put my finger on it, but yeah, I follow it. I follow his artwork for sure.
Didn't see you guys grab James Stokes' new book, Orphan and the Five Beasts, Bath of Blood. Art and story were both top tier. Interesting.
Well, I wanted to, but from my understanding, that's a sequel series, and I haven't read the first part of it. So until I do that, it's not fair to jump into that.
What an acronym. OAT5B BOB. All right, bud.
Oat Bob.
Oat 5 Bob. Yep, nice. That's funny. Yeah, let us know how it is. Nothing.
Yeah, we're in scroll territory, it looks like.
Skinbreaker Treasury Edition, Thanksgiving, #1, Ahoy Comics. Is this a Mark Russell? I wanted to. Yes, it is. I remember that. Yeah. Thanksgiving Mark Russell book from Ahoy.
Are you going to be getting the Treasury Edition of Skinbreaker #2? Are you going to follow along with that?
No.
Okay. Well, we just found another artist edition though. Scroll back up one row for me. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, the artist proof.
Oh.
There we go. Giant Generator does it right. They do this in the same vein as the DC Work in Progress copies. In fact, they were doing it before DC. I will definitely be picking that up. Oh gosh, now I'm trying to remember how to pronounce the name. Arajo, though, the artist on here, really love their work. This is going to be a really good. I
think I always just say Andrea Lima or whatever. That's
Yeah, it's probably a safer bet. But I love their artistic approach. I think this is going to be a really good black and white kind of artist edition on it.
The only knock I have is it's $25. Not that it's not worth it, but I've seen them. I think Absolute Batman was like $15. So it's $10 more for the Giant Generators version. But I think there's a difference in quality, perhaps. But is it a $10 difference in quality? I don't know. So if this becomes normal, paying $10 more for this one versus the DC one, it adds up, you know.
It does, yeah. There's no two ways about that.
Yeah. And so if you guys are out there and you're building artist proofs, what I want though is I want the original page scanned and I want a white border around it so I can see the original page. I don't want it cropped to the end, to the cut line. I want to see the full page with a white border around the actual the products page, right? If that makes sense. I don't want it to be stretched to the border and then cut. Because I don't think that any of them are doing that right now. But you see that in like Sin City, and you see it in Year One. You see it in Lone Wolf, I believe, as well. So you see that happening, but they don't quite do that in these editions here.
Yeah. Something that you had mentioned previously, we get these artist editions, and you're like, man, like I would love to get scripts, right, with the handwritten notes and like all of the things involved with all that kind of stuff. Funny enough, Kieran Gillen, writer of the Power Fantasy, is doing that on the paid version of, I believe, his Substack or Patreon. I can't remember which one. But they're releasing the scripts with all the notes and everything like that. So it seems like maybe you know,
he's been watching
it. Yeah, they're putting it out into the universe.
Let's go. Now I got to go on there, dude. There's so many Substacks or Patreons or whatever that I really want to like subscribe to. And luckily, there's it's a cheap barrier to entry, you know, $1 or $2 a month. But you get 7, 8, 9, 10 of those, and it turns into
adds up.
$30, $40 a month, and it's like, oh my god! And then you have to devote the time to go in there and read their stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we might be in scroll territory again.
Yeah, we're looking at Panini Press stuff, which means that we're in reprint territory.
Spot. Yeah. Okay. Last week, right before Halloween. What do we got up here? Imperial number 4. We already shared our thoughts on that.
Yes, we did.
Kind of wearing us out, not really paying attention to the one-shots, not going in the direction we would like, but we're still vaguely interested because it's going to change the cosmic Marvel landscape. So we have to be aware of what's happening. Death of Silver Surfer, I dropped out of after issue 2 or 3. I'm like, but I hear there's some cool things happening, but like not enough for me to care enough about. And I'm not reading anything else.
No, same for me. I will shout out one book because I know it's not going to show up here, which is Absolute Batman, the 2025 annual, which is the one that Daniel Warren Johnson is working on. Since we turned off annuals, I have to, I was going to say that's got to be number 1. Yeah, so that book, definitely got me hyped.
What?
Because of the
I didn't
name.
even know this book existed, so thank you.
I mean,
wow.
Beefy Batman with his axe taking on a whole bunch of people. So yeah,
cover artist, writer, D-dubs. Wow, wasn't even on my radar. Thanks. I gotta make sure to put that on my list.
There we go. Yeah. Outside of that, not a whole heck of a lot though. Imperial, I will read it begrudgingly. Very similar to One World Under Doom. But this is arguably more disappointing because it's Jonathan Hickman, and we know what he's capable of doing, and it feels kind of like, all right. Yeah. That very much it for that row, at least.
All right. So what about this row?
Ooh. Red Coat had the last issue was awesome. I like the way that it felt, very similar to the first arc of the book. We're kind of getting back into the building of the storyline and kind of getting us closer and closer towards current day. I say though, because that cover to Mr. Terrific Year 1, I'm not reading it, but that kind of grabbed my eyeballs and drew me in. That looks cool as hell.
That looks like Wes Craig, but it's not.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Karen Darbo.
All right, Karen, we see you.
Yeah. I mean, look at that face and the colors and the chaos of it. It looks just like a Wes Craig kind of, but there's her own thing going on here too. Level of detail and shadow work and color and stuff. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I dig that a lot.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, name to look out for.
Red Coat for me as well. I could take a Red Coat, but I don't even need him to go to Geiger. I don't need him to go to mix with anybody. I'll take that and I'll enjoy it. but I would love just an ongoing series of Redcoat working its way through the history of the United States and just interacting with people, taking on that lessons learned, dealing with whatever that problem is at the moment, and just finding a way through it and moving forward. I would just eat that up. And that's what we've gotten so far. And I love it. But, you know, eventually they're going to be smashing these properties together, which is going to be fun.
You know, another cool thing I didn't think about previously, I haven't read the Junkyard Joe, the original series that he was in, but I know, or at least I'm gathering, that it takes place like during Vietnam. Is that accurate?
You said you haven't read Junkyard Joe. Redcoat's not in Junkyard Joe.
No, I know he's not, but think about the possibility as we get closer. Yeah, like we know when Geiger takes place.
Oh, yeah.
But we still get to move forward through time. So there could be interactions between Junkyard Joe and Redcoat that have happened in the past. And that's kind of a cool thing, hopefully, that they get a chance to explore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, when he gets up to that point. Yeah,
exactly.
He's how many years away is he now? Like 50, 60 years away from that, probably? But yeah, we can get there in no time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because we were like what, in the early teens, I think, still in the last issue.
Maybe yes, 12? Exactly.
17, 12, something like that. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. That's a great book. Anything else up here?
Nope, that'll do it. Maybe Black Cat. That's another big maybe. In fact, it's arguably closer to a no than a yes.
I flipped through issue number 1. I mean, it obviously had its perks, but like I didn't. It wasn't a story that I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the art feels like it's more in line with a Spider-Man book than a Black Cat book. I'll say that.
That's true. I've been hearing good things about Thor. Yeah.
I did my time with Immortal Thor. I'm done. I'm out.
This row, I'm not reading anything up here. Robbie's a big fan of Feral. We're at issue number 17. I dropped that book after the first arc or so, but I hear good things about it. Just not a book I've continued reading, and I'm not reading anything else actually.
Yeah, I don't care how good Feral is. I'm holding it hostage. I will read it as soon as Robbie reads Power Fantasy. So Robbie, because I know you're watching,
just out of spite. Yeah,
you
got it.
Balls in your court.
That's funny. Man, we're on like the 3rd row, and I'm already like, nope, not reading any of these. Nope, not reading any of these. Like, this is a weird month, man.
To be fair, it is the 5th Wednesday, though. This is going to be...
Oh, you're right.
It's going to be a little lackluster.
Anything?
Nah.
Man. Rockefellers again. I don't know if that's true.
It could be.
Could be. Well, it's a Halloween issue, so maybe they might try to double dip on a 5th Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true.
Superman Red Blue Special number 1.
Don't be fooled by those covers.
I know. I looked at that and I was like, wait a minute. Chris Samnee's on the freaking cover.
Yeah, and just on the cover.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing else up here for me. Battle World number 2. Viking Moon number 2. Didn't enjoy that book as much as I wanted, but it's okay.
Yeah. Knights I've heard really good things about. I have yet to read it. I have no personal experience about it, but like I feel like that has like an indie band that people follow, like it has a cult following. I feel like that book has a cult following that either like if you've read it, you love it, but there's not a lot of people that have gotten into it yet. So
yeah,
I'll circle back around, and that's gonna be a trade read.
For sure. Yeah. Hey, we got
here we
a couple good books. What you got?
The Ice Cream Man magic card set or whatever the heck that's going to be. I've been hyped about this for months at this point, man. As soon as this hit solicits, I was like, oh, that's going to be cool. Like, yes.
Yeah. So if you don't know, this is actually a playing card set. We get 55 playing cards. They're all character based. I think the theme of it is of Magic the Gathering, like you mentioned. So there's like a cost and an artwork. If you're a trading card playing guy, then you know what this is all about. But it's a comic book told via 55 playing cards. What does that mean? We don't know. We're all going to figure it out together. But I cannot freaking wait. We have narrative cards, spell cards. The card backs are on here. It's a really interesting way to tell a story. Only Ice Cream Man could pull this off, and I just can't wait to see what that looks like and what it equates to. It's only $10 as well. They could have gotten crazy with this. I'm assuming they're the same size as regular playing cards as well. Like they're not going to be bigger or smaller than that. So we're all going to figure this out together.
Think about like the implications of that though. Like if while I don't think Ice Cream Man would do that, think about like what blind bags just did for people picking up a ton of things. What if each one like had certain, like it was like buying like a booster pack or a starter pack of magic cards where like you need X amount of mana, you need like you're looking for those special cards. Like what if there was special cards that only got released in certain, oh my god. We'd all be sitting there buying boxes of freaking Ice Cream Man magic
booster boxes of Ice Cream Man booster boxes. Yeah. So what? And you brought up a good point. What I'm sure will happen is this won't hit like a Battle Beast blind bag does. You know, this will be a cool thing for Ice Cream Man fans, but I don't think it's broken. I don't think it has broken through that barrier to where people are going to buy 5, 6, 7 of these things because there's no chance to it. You know what you're going to get. But it's a really cool, different idea. But it doesn't have that gotcha element to it that people like in a blind bag. But us Ice Cream Man fans are going to eat this up.
Yeah. But then again, maybe there's things we don't know. You know, maybe they're keeping secrets kind of in their back pocket. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't think that they will, but maybe.
Yeah. Folks talk about Knights. If that, if it gets made Netflix, it'll blow up. Yeah, working on the animated series already. Yeah. Interesting. I don't read Ice Cream Man, but I'll grab those cards. Dude, read Ice Cream Man.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Do you read, forgive me, but do you read Assorted Crisis Events? If you read Assorted Crisis Events and you like that kind of storytelling, then you got to go back and read Ice Cream Man. It's the same thing, but it's been going on forever, for years now. It's really good.
Yeah, I didn't start reading Ice Cream Man until well into the 30s, issue number 30, something like that.
Yeah.
And man, I caught up real quick because it is just it just draws you in so quickly. You're like,
yeah, luckily I was on from the very, very beginning of that one. I remember it being at my shop and I didn't get it because it came out pretty early on in my comic book career, and so I passed on it, and then it was gone the next day or the next week, and then I started reading on issue number 2, and I eventually went back and got a number 1. So. And then, of course, Conan Scourge of the Serpent. We all love Conan around here. Savage Sword, the new arc right here, Scourge of the Serpent, and Conan proper. And, of course, the reprint that we're getting as well. So everything Conan is amazing.
Yep, exactly. And I think that issue number 1 for Conan for this event, I feel like it was more effective than the Blackstone event, the issue number 1. Like, I mean, because we kind of know the premise. They're pulling in all the Robert E. Howard or some of the Robert E. Howard characters and letting them play together. I liked what they did in this one more so than the previous one.
Yeah. You know, it's an anthology, but so far behind. Yeah, so it's very much like, and you probably know the premise. I would assume you do, but there is a very loose thread, especially in the first few dozen issues. And then it kind of walks away from that occasionally. And so we don't get a lot of closure for the main thread, but there's a force behind, there's like a negative force behind all of these issues, kind of pulling the strings secretly, we assume. And there's a lot of cool things happening, but it's very much like a magical world where like the negative parts of everything kind of come through, and we really dive into the human psyche a lot. Yeah. Honestly, don't know what's going on in that book. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yep. So that's pretty much it. Yep.
Yeah. Join the club.
Yeah, it's very cool. So it takes what Ace is doing, and then it gets you a different origin for all the chaos, and has a couple different like demon characters in the background, kind of pulling the strings.
Yeah,
in a loose way.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. All right, what does this look like? Anything for you? Nothing for me.
Nothing for me, but Sleep. I keep hearing people talk about being that it's a sneaky good book, so it's one of them I want to go back and read as soon as I have the opportunity. Okay. October, I gotta say, is looking like there's going to be a little bit of extra time to find those opportunities.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Good time for the backlog, I think.
Yep.
Again, so Robo Wolf number 2, we had the pleasure of meeting Jake Smith at Heroes Con, looking at some of those interior pages. They're very affordable, and they are really, really nice. And he's a very, very cool guy. So I'd love to talk to him one day. And Robo Wolf 2 or Robo Wolf 1 came out, I feel like in like February, March, April.
Yeah, we talked about it a while ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
A long time ago. Is there a trade for Ice Cream Man? There most certainly is. There's deluxe editions.
Oh, yeah.
there's floppy trades. There's
I
all
got
kinds
the
of
deluxe
floppy trades.
editions. Yeah, right back there somewhere. It's a little bit too
Yeah.
dark to see, but yeah.
I think they call them the Ice Cream Special. I think they call them Volume 1,
Yes.
2, and 3 or something like
Yeah,
that.
they got
So
3 of them. The 4th one comes out later this year.
yeah, so there's hardcover, there's soft cover trades, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anything else up here?
No, maybe Robo Wolf. That's about it, though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be checking that one out. Ooh, what is this? Universal
Ooh.
Monster Black and White Special.
From Martin Simmons.
In black and white.
Ooh.
Dang. So yeah, what a great series this was. Like this one, Frankenstein, and then what we're getting so far in Invisible Man are my favorites. So yeah, this might be something to check out. The black and white variant. I don't know what that would look like, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around that because his artwork it's got to be digital, right? I don't think he's working traditionally. Maybe I'm wrong though.
I'm not sure. I'd have to figure that out. And the other thing is like the color was so required for that. So I'm wondering how that black and white would translate. Not sure.
I'll find out.
I'm curious enough to find out though.
Yeah.
If this was 11 by 17 black and white, I would just pull the trigger and get it. Yeah. What else up here? I like this idea of Godzilla destroying Kansas City. That's kind of fun.
I mean, yeah, shout out to Brother Joe and Bobby Delgado. Stay safe over there. But yeah, I mean, they've been fun overall, right? Like I think they've been kind of a cooler anthology than I would have ever expected.
Yeah, I agree. Nothing up here for me. And we have Voyeur 2, Blink and You'll Miss It. Nothing else. Nothing really up here.
Yeah, same thing. I already talked about Blood Squad 7, so nothing else to talk about.
Cult of the Lamb. It's a cool premise. I like the idea, I like the art style and everything. I just haven't followed up with it. I know Magic just got started back up again with this Elsbeth storyline, so some of you Magic players might be interested in that. Biker Mice I never got into, and the other ones I haven't been checking out either.
Yeah, I know. I see Valiant's trying to come back in a big bad way, but I have yet to see anything that's really kind of stoked my interest to dive in with them.
Yeah, this had a Lonergan vibe. I guess not when I got into it.
I can see it. The shape language of the figure. Yeah. I could see what you were thinking.
Proportions and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Waiting for League to catch up. There we go. Dick Tracy. We know Bearded Comic Bro is going to be diving into that most certainly.
Oh yeah,
I don't see anything else.
Yeah, nothing.
Dang. All right. Okay, so Nosferatu. I tried. I think I have number 1 ordered. We'll see if it comes in. Just an inch. I just like Dracula stuff, so
yeah. The cover looks really cool.
Yeah, for sure. From Ablaze. And then we have Barbaric, the Black Knight. This is a series from Vault that I really enjoyed. Most of the stuff that has come out. It might be a premise that I'm kind of getting over at this point. We haven't seen a Barbaric in quite some time, or at least I don't remember there being one.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm as interested anymore, but yeah, I don't know. I might check it out.
Yeah, if Nathan Gooden is on the artwork, then I might go back and pick it up. If not, no. I don't think. This might be a skip for me.
We have Balby though, so that might be.
Oh yeah, okay. Sure, yeah. Why not?
Waiting. There we go. What else? Nothing up here for me.
Not a whole heck of a lot. Oh, they're bringing back The Beauty. That's interesting. That was an Image title before from Jeremy Hahn, but yeah, I don't know if this is new or reprinted, but that's interesting. But overall, not a whole heck of a lot.
Man, all right, let's roll. Escape, Punchline, Detective. We're back in the Panini era. We have Armored number 6 from Clover Press for you Armor fans out there. Got some webtoon stuff going on. More webtoons. I think we're pretty much reaching the bottom here.
Yeah, we are. We are there.
Who's the artist on The Sickness? That would be Jenna Che. Jenna Che.
Okay.
Writer artist. There you go. Cool. Well, I mean, overall, there's it doesn't feel like there's any huge weeks, which is kind of nice. It feels like there's a lot of okay, more of the same.
Yeah, I feel like the third, maybe I think it was the third week or fourth week, maybe had the most, and I think that was a lot of Absolute and Ultimate books. But outside of that, Everything else felt very manageable.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be the 3rd or 4th week. It might be in place of the typical 5th week kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I didn't see? I don't remember seeing Beneath the Trees.
Oh yeah.
Which we have to go back and see like what that looks like. There's a couple. I feel like there's a couple books we normally would read that we just didn't see in here. So we got to go back and take a look and see if there's any kind of breaks or whatever going on. It's gonna be interesting though.
Yeah, well, and we just got that Twilight Zone book. You would think that there would be another issue of that came out.
Where's Tom's book? Yeah, right.
Didn't see that.
Oh,
I didn't see Casey Jones. That was another one that just came out in September.
right.
I know Seasons is on a break. I'm looking through my stuff right now here.
Yeah, I got my list right here too.
I read FML. I didn't see that in there. We didn't see Resurrection Man only because it's ended, and that's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of like there's a few Frizen covers coming out too. She's got a Boom book coming out. She's got of course Hello Darkness. We've got History of the DC Universe. We got Hello Halloween. So we're going to be eating good this month for Frizen books.
All right, Frizen fans rejoice.
Indeed, all of us. Yeah, Martin Simmons, multimedia traditional artist. Nice. Okay. I figured he was. Yeah, because that painting style is just so crazy. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up, guys, right there. I appreciate you guys joining with us for the video, man. We really appreciate all the comments and everything. Eric, thank you so much for coming through this morning. I know you got some plans later today, so maybe enjoy your day. Thank you so much for coming in. And what do you got going on, man? Where do people find you? What do you got coming out?
Patreon.com/Ink and Insights, where you can find our quarterly newsletter, previews of all the new fun shows that we have coming out here. My comic book review show just dropped this morning, so make sure you check that out for my thoughts on some of the books, the previous issues of the books that we talked about right here and right now today, and all kinds of other fun shenanigans like Ink and Insights proper on Dr. Doom's fan club and notes from the editors on my channel every single Tuesday. So check all that stuff out.
Awesome, man. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you all. Appreciate you. If you're seeing this on the rewind, let us know what you're looking forward to the most. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next month. Peace out.